yearly dosing regimen. And that's really neat because it provides 6 months of symptom control per dose. That's transformational because that basically then means that people with this illness can potentially benefit from this medicine and then subsequently not be consumed with having to remember to take their medicine, but potentially pursue other areas that are important for them. It's important for people to understand that before you can jump on an every 6 month formulation of a long acting injectable, that you initiate with once monthly injections with Invega Sustenna, and after 4 months, then patients can have an option of going up to an every 6 month formulation. Remember, all medicines have risks and benefits, and finding the right medicine supportive treatment is the foundation for controlling schizophrenia, and that's something that needs to be discussed with one's doctor.
Patrick, what are what are some of the benefits you've seen of the long-acting injectables as you've been in this clinical trial?
Well, LAIs make it a lot easier to remember to take my medication, so I never miss a dose. And they also help manage my symptoms. But also, they give more personal freedom. For example, I was able to travel for a couple months without having to return to the doctor's office for another injection.
And that's a big deal, being able to know that you're on your medication because of the long-term injectable, that it's there for a while, and it really helps keep you in a regimen that helps you cope with your issues. Patrick, what else would you like to share with other adults that are living with the same thing you are, schizophrenia, about finding out what their treatment options are?
Well, schizophrenia is a lifelong difficult condition, so it's best to discuss with your doctor and the people who love you about the best treatments. But LAIs would help someone with the condition of schizophrenia and have control over the symptoms.
Doctor, what kind of a long-term effect is this kind of treatment going to have on schizophrenia going forward? Because now people don't have to remember to take their meds every day. This can help in the long run. What are some of the huge benefits you see from that?
Well, the neat thing with this is that, as Patrick made mention, if you don't have to worry about taking your medicine on a daily basis, there's less of a likelihood that you're going to be missing your medicine. And what's been clearly shown, as I stated earlier, is that delaying relapse for adults that live with schizophrenia is one of the areas where long-acting injectables have been quite successful. That then means that when you poll individuals that have been on long-acting injectables, their overall physical health, financial well-being, personal relationships appear to blossom. If you can reduce hospital readmissions, inpatient days, inpatient healthcare costs, that helps all of us societally wise. So that's where this particular medicine truly is transformational. And every 6 month long-acting injectable is great news, particularly for those individuals that are a good fit for it. As I made mention, that's where, again, inquiring of one's own doctor if this new treatment option might be the right thing for them would be worthwhile. There's a great website, InvegaHappiera.com, where people can get a lot more information about this. So great news all around.
I tell you, I wish this had been a treatment option 40 years ago, my mother, because her response was, Mom, did you take your medicine? I'm feeling better. I'm good now. That was her go-to. Mom, did you take your medicine? No, I'm feeling good now. I don't need and I'm sure you heard that a lot, doctor.
Yeah, 1 out of 2 patients who respond well to oral medicines are unfortunately non-adherent in their treatment regimen. So that is clearly one of the things that we've seen across different studies. And, it's human nature to err and not necessarily remember to take one's medicine. Sometimes the very illness can get in the way and make people not necessarily have the best insight or judgment. You're absolutely right.
100%. Sometimes the illness itself can get in the way of the medication of it. Patrick, I want to thank you for sharing your story with us. And Dr. Alva, thank you for coming on. One more time, Dr. Alva, give us the website where people can find out more information.
Happy to do so, Tom, and thank you for having us. InvegaHappiera.com. InvegaHappiera.com. invega.com to learn more about this new treatment option.
And Hafyera is Hafyera. So go to InvegaHafyera.com. Patrick, thank you so much for being here. And Doctor, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Tom, for having us.
Yes, thank you very much.
It's a very serious subject. My mother was a diagnosed schizophrenic, and if you've never dealt with or walked in the shoes of schizophrenia or family members who have to deal with their family members who have schizophrenia, you have no inkling of how important breakthroughs like this, long-term injectables, can be for not only the good of the patient, but the good of the loving family members that have to help the patient with their schizophrenia issues as well. We'll take a time out, come back and wrap up